Welcome to Playtime. My name is Sinian. Hello. And as you can see, I'm back on Little Big Planet. Usually makes me happy. Yay! But today it didn't. Or actually yesterday when I got this game. Um, right now, Little Big Planet 3. What's going on with my hair? What over there? Why is my hair sticking out to the window? So, first of all, the game right now, you can get it in the store with the January sale for €7, which, well, if you didn't play Little Big Planet before, it's cheap, you know? It's a nice price. So, I played Little Big Planet 1, I played Little Big Planet 2, and I also already played Little Big Planet 3 on my PlayStation 3. Now, the thing is content. I made a lot of stuff, and on PlayStation, I think it was PlayStation 2, Little Big Planet came out, or was it PlayStation 3 already? Um, I played Little Big Planet 1, created some stuff just for the fun of it. Then you can see I'm moving my controller, right? um, After that, Little Big Planet 2 came out, also by Medium Molecule, and it was even better. Everything we missed in Little Big Planet 1, we got in Little Big Planet 2. Now, Little Big Planet 3 came out, and we were like, how do I get all my stuff from Little Big Planet 1 and 2 back to Little Big Planet 3? Well, they have a little trick for that, and that's wonderful. You go to you hit the options button in this case, or the menu button on the PlayStation 3, and you go to the settings, and you have here unlock your content for 2 and 3. But it doesn't say that for 3, because, well, why should it? Because this is 3. But I had Little Big Planet 3 on my PlayStation 3. Now I have a PlayStation 4, and how do I get all my content from the PlayStation 3 to the PlayStation 4? Well, um, you don't. You can't. So that's the first issue I had with it, because, well, now I need to play the whole game, which is not a very big issue. I mean, it's Little Big Planet. That's usually fun, you know. It's even for me who's pushing 40. I like Little Big Planet. It's just a fun game, and I like to create. That's my main thing in Little Big Planet, to create. So I heard about a friend who had Little Big Planet 3 on a PlayStation 4 for years ago, that there was an issue with one of my games. Well, I was like, dude, what's the problem? And he was like, well, there's one level. It doesn't show very well what's happening. So I was like, well, which one is it? And he told me it was this one, the Game & Watch, the Bottle Factory. Let's see if if I have pictures in here about it. Probably not. No. Um, actually, I took some pictures. Maybe it's in my profile. Let's see if I can find my profile. Go out. Do I have a profile over here? Personalized decor. I'm doing this live, so don't see this as a review preview or whatever. All about me. My
This
profile.
is your profile, and here you get to show off the real you. Or at least the version of you you're willing to share. You can show off your favorite pins, change your avatar, and even see all the warm and lovely things little big Planetians have to say about you. Be sure to give your profile the attention it deserves. It's quite cathartic, actually, like therapy. Sit down. We're listening.
So as you can see over here, this picture shows you like the game as it should be, you know. It's an old game by Nintendo. You have two screens. It was a handheld. Yes, they were really, really early with those things. It's a game from 80 something, 83, 84, 85, 86 maybe something. Um, and as you can see in this picture, if you look in the middle, you see that there are like boxes or little cubes, whatever you want to call them, on the yellow conveyor belts. They are. And do I have more pictures? I actually have more pictures. Here you go. Here you can see it even better. You see the little box he pushes up. That's what this story is going to be about right now, and something else as well. So I went to my to the glass factory. Create my Earth. Here we go. So I will show you what's going to happen when I play this. Because my friend told me back a few years ago, he's like, dude, your game, I remember it's great to play, but, let's turn up the music. But, it doesn't work on the PlayStation 4, and we're like, why, what's going on? So I'm going to show you. First of all, I'll show you this little things. I made a menu, you can actually go play, and like you see options, you can change the controllers, how you want to play the game, you change the music to whatever background you want to hear. As you can hear, this is clearly the Muppets song, you know. Everyone knows this from the Muppets, right? There is a Muppets pack. Well, or do I need to say there was a Muppets pack? Turn off again, so you can hear me better. There, maybe even the scoreboard. Ta-da! And the game, and also have credits, you know, because credits where credits are due. In this case, it's me. I recreated this game. And that's my old logo once. And the original game was made by Nintendo. Like I said, you have to give credits where the credits are due. So let's jump into the my bottom thing here, the Sinian Game Home. I never ever was able to create because of some issues with Little Big Planet 3. So let's flow. Here I am. I can control these guys going up and down, and as you can see, there's like a little rectangular thing on the right, and that's just flowing in the air. And another thing you might have noticed is that the boxes that I showed you on the pictures actually do not show up. You don't see them at all whatsoever. That kind of gives the problem. If you don't see the boxes, you don't know what the frick you're doing. So let's go back to the pod. So I thought, oh, I can fix this. That's no problem. So I copied it to my moon and I went into it to edit it. And then I got this. Sorry, this level contains downloadable content, blah 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 blah. I'll show you quickly once again that it talks about two. It used to talk about 3 packs, but now it talks about 2 packs. Oh. Change to create mode. Now it says I don't have the DC Comics Premiere Pack and the Muppets pack. Let's go back so you can hear me better. So I'm missing the DC Comics pack, which I have on the PlayStation 3, and the Muppets pack. Well, here's the first issue. For some reason, Disney took back all the stuff, and the Muppets pack is gone. Apparently, Disney has the rights to the Muppets. Didn't know that. Aww. See, even Sackboy is really, really sad. He's crying because the Muppets left him. The other thing is the DC Comics pack is still available, but for some reason it tells me I have to pay another 7 or 8 euros to get that pack. but I already paid for it because I have this game on my PlayStation 3. Now, if I go to the store and I want to go to the stories, well, first of all, it needs to load for a while, and sometimes this well takes a long time. If I go to the store through the normal store, I will be able to find it, but I cannot download it because it will ask me for money. I already paid for it. Why should I pay for the same content twice? I, it's nuts. It's nuts that I have to pay for the content that I already got. With Little Big Planet 1 and 2 content, for some reason, it does remember that I bought it because I can go to the store and download it without a problem. It actually will say it's free. It's not free, I already paid for it, but it remembers I paid for it and it gives me. One of those is the Metal Gear Solid pack. It was for, I think it was for Little Big Planet 2, if I remember correctly. You could get the expansion for Metal Gear Solid, and you have sounds and certain things that you could get in Little Big Planet that represents Metal Gear Solid. So I could download it. That it said it was free, and I downloaded it for free. Now, it doesn't do that with all the Little Big Planet 3 content which I bought on the PlayStation 3. For some reason, that cross is not being made. I cannot get my content that I already bought. And as you can see, it takes a long time to load. What's that all about? I'm online. Let me get my stuff. I paid for it. Let me get my stuff. Anyways, those are my biggest issues. I mean, I haven't even gone into the whole glitchy part, because there are some issues with Little Big Planet big time. There are a lot of problems with Little Big Planet, and
the blank canvas, the tormentor of the creative mind. Embellish this place with your inventions, creations, notions, emotions, trappings, and
I
love.
cannot let
To
him
work,
shut up.
young sackling. Remember the Little Big Planet ethos. I create, therefore I share.
Yeah, shut up now. Thank you very much. As you can see, I even have the game is so new. I even haven't been gone into create mode. There are a few things with create mode that I remember from Little Big Planet 3 on the PlayStation 3. One of them is they promised us that you could make like a very long stretched level, which was virtually endless. Well, virtually is exactly the correct word for it, because as you can see, this level does have an end. And you can change some settings, but still, you will have a limited access to the left and to the right. I do love the whole idea that you can go back very far to the back. It has like, what was it, 16 layers instead of 3 or something. So they did a good job with that, but it's again, they made promises they couldn't keep up with. And I made some levels on a PlayStation 3 in Little Big Planet 3. But at one point I couldn't edit it anymore because some error showed up, and it happened a lot, so I quit creating. But still, I love the Little Big Planet franchise. But here's what went wrong. Media Molecule, tongue twister. Media Molecule, they made the mistake of letting someone else grab the franchise and do their stuff with it. The first time they made the mistake was with Little Big Karting. It was, to be honest, a fun game, but there were a lot of glitches, errors, whatever you want to call them. that was the first sign that Media Molecule should not have given their franchise, their game, their thing to someone else. Because although I had a lot of fun and a lot of hours, and I made a bunch of tracks with Little Big Karting, there were so many problems. So Little Big Planet 3 came out, and it was made by, as you saw, oh, you didn't see because the screen didn't work at the start, um, Sumo Games, Sumo Entertainment Games, whatever they are called. Um, they did their best. I'm pretty sure they did their best to make a good Little Big Planet 3. But I think the problem was either time or testing or both. The game wasn't tested correctly. So a lot of problems, a lot of bugs, a lot of glitches came into this game, and it kind of destroyed the whole Little Big franchise, which was not a good thing because Little Big Planet is awesome. Well, it, it was awesome until they did this. So, why did I still buy it? Because I had ideas to create stuff, and I kind of wanted to create stuff with, well, maybe some viewers. If I ever get viewers live, they can tell me like, hey, let's try this or make that or you know. So I'm gonna go out of the create part. And I'm gonna just show you, or try to show you some stuff. Let's go to my Earth, because I did a lot of stuff that was just, well, fun to do. Let me see. I made a small, like, story with a puzzle kind of story in a sort of hotel-like thingy. I tried to recreate Super Smash TV. Wasn't that good. I got a lot of praise for the rooms, 22 rooms, because they're puzzles and they're sometimes insane. If I play it now, even I do not remember how to do it. That's how crazy it is. So yeah, the white zone is probably one of the craziest thing. As you can see, it says the basis behind Flappy Bird. I kind of made this game before Flappy Bird ever was a thing. I did recreate Flappy Bird, but in a different kind of way. Here it says press R2. Press X to start the game, and R2 to use to go up. So it's this, you know, it's at Flappy Bird you had to tap to go up and down, and here you can actually do it in a more flowy way. The up and down, they are random. Also the middle things, middle danger zones are pretty random. If you have good skills with your R2 button, you can actually make him go straight and flow and everything, you know? But I'm just showing it out right now. Of stuff that I created on Little Big Planet 2, I think. I created this already. And as you can see, this one has no issues. Because, well, I don't know actually because. Why? Oh, here's a tough one. Oh. Gotta find that flow again. There we go. And for every second you get like 10 points, because you couldn't put, like in Little Big Planet 3 you can actually give just like 1 point. There we go. Now it's gonna be tough. And I lost, oh no. And yes, in the background you see my original DJing logo actually. And this one was Flappy Bird Must Die. Flappy Bird was so freaking popular, it was nuts. I was like, shut up about Flappy Bird. You can see the scores. I have no idea what the question mark is. Oh, the question mark is just I think the whole story about like how it works, what you have to do to reload. Look, when 3 Flappy Birds get past you, you'll lose the game. That's to end the game, and this is to start the game. So here I have my little shot. Oh, look, it's a Flappy Bird, and as you can see, they actually okay. There we go. Why didn't it die? Does it need 3 shots? I can't remember. It needs 3 shots. Apparently I need to be really accurate on where I shoot the Flappy. Need to go all the way back up. As you can see, they were programmed that as soon as there's like a tube, that they go front. But apparently, even this simple game, you know, there's an issue that the tubes don't show up anymore. I never had this issue with Little Big Planet 3 on the PlayStation 3. See, now this even happened. It's crazy. There's no reason for this to happen. On the PlayStation 3, this worked. There's no problem. On the PlayStation 2, this worked. I have a PlayStation 4 now, and this game doesn't work anymore. What's going on, Sumo? This is crazy. Let's see what else we got. Yes, I even created Pong. The craziest game I ever made was this one, Little Big Party. It was after I made the first one, I made a second one, and this level is crazy big, actually. As you can see, I created it like 3 years ago, a little over 3 years ago. Let's see if I can. Well, there's only one review. By anyone. You know, these games are all in this game. Just to show off a few. I'm not sure if I can actually play it by myself. I don't remember. I think you actually need 2 players for this. And this game is multiple games in one. It's a party game. See, it's a versus game. You need more people. I don't even know why it just went into this. Oh, you can actually choose. I forgot about this. In this one, you can actually choose. There's a little big planet or a little big party where you have to go around like a board, like Monopoly. And over here, as you can see, you can actually choose whatever you want to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, no, those don't work. Okay. So I got 13 levels. And as you can see, I was thinking of making more. All the things around you see are actually part of the game as well. Let's see if I can play this game. Oh. So the idea was just, here is like you have these jump pads, and as long as you stay up here, you get most of the points. It's also the hardest to jump on, and sometimes you miss them. Oh, and fall down like that. Even missed the second row, and you can see these only give you 20 points. They're also bigger, much bigger, and easier to jump on. I don't even remember what happens when you fall down all the way. Oh, that happens. You get shot back up, and you'll lose 100 points, but as you can see. But then again, you can jump on these and start over with all the hundreds again. Oh. Right now it doesn't look like very challenging, but know that if you're playing this with like 3 or 4 other people, it's just crazy. Sometimes you actually lose who you are, where you are, and everything. Still getting the points. Oh. So yeah, you can see that these are crazy. Even very simple games, odds and evens. This you can actually choose if you want like an odd or even number. You see, you'll choose. I thought it was like at one point you need to choose something. You know, you have to choose, is it going to be odds or even, and if you say it's going to be odds and let's say the house takes a number, you take a number, everyone takes a number here, and if it connects, you know, it tells you it needs to be even, you have a 2, and he has a 2, together makes it even. Oh, there you go.